Qumulex QxControl is a great tool to manage all of your security customers from anywhere. Also, QxControl is natively multi-tenant, meaning you can manage all of these customers from a single interface from a single login. Also, end customers have the ability to control privacy options within the QxControl interface. In this video, we're going to touch on those privacy options, how they work, and we're also going to touch on the global 2FA settings as well. My name is Josh, and this is Clix. Okay, so getting started, the easiest way for me to show you this is I am logged into my personal device and I am logged in as an end user admin level individual. After this, I'm going to then take you to my Qumulex workstation and I'm going to show you what a reseller or Qumulex support representative would see if you've enabled these privacy filters. So the first thing is, as a customer admin, I'm going to go to Places. And I'm going to select the top of my scope. That's the briefcase, the customer place icon. We're going to go to Edit Place. And now at the very top of all the options that are available, what you're going to see here is customer settings. These settings are only available to me as a customer admin. No one from Qumulex, no one from the authorized reseller has access to change these options. They can log in and they can see what options you've chosen, but they are grayed out and inaccessible to anyone beyond the customer level. So let's talk about the three options that you have here. The first is whether or not to allow access to Qumulex support staff. If you choose to turn this off, no one from Qumulex can see the video or operate doors. All of that is off limits. And if you need help from support that requires that, you would just need to come back here and enable that until the support process is complete. The next option here is to allow video operations by security dealer. This means allowing either viewing or operation of the cameras at your customer location. If you remove this, your authorized reseller will no longer have access to that. And the third option is going to be allow remote door operation by security dealers. Now, many customers may just choose to turn this off by default. An exception may be if you have a authorized reseller that is also a guard service for you, and perhaps they part of their agreement is to operate the doors. Maybe you would like to leave this turned on, but certainly you can also turn this off. So now all we need to do then is we need to save place. You're going to see that this change was successfully updated. So now I'm going to log in from my Qumulex machine and I'm going to show you what this looks like for the authorized reseller or Qumulex support. Okay, so now I'm logged into my Qumulex device, and this is our staging environment, non-production. So I am logged in as though I am a Qumulex support staff, and what you're going to see is, of course, no video, and there's nothing on the door widget to allow me to operate the door. So let me zoom in just a little bit here, just so we can see the message a little bit larger. And it says customer has disabled video to Qumulex support staff. And so this is what anyone above the customer level will see. And again, unable to operate the door. If we come here to the doors page, so even if I go away from live and I go into doors, again, I can see status. I can see that things are connected. There's some troubleshooting and some work that I can do, but I have no access to operate the door. And again, if I click on the door, you're going to see that I get this message that video is disabled to support. So once this is enabled at the customer level, no one at the Qumulex or authorized reseller level can get around that. And just to show you what I mean here, if I go to the same place and I edit, you can see here, managed by the customer is the message that I received. So this is grayed out. I cannot change any of this. So this allows the customer to have that full control over these privacy options. Okay, so now that we've looked at this from the support or reseller perspective, I'm going to take you back to my personal device one more time and show you this global two-factor authentication option before we go. If we go back to Places and back to that same customer level and same edit place. See right here where we made these privacy option changes, we also have an option just above it for authentication settings. Now we have in other videos where we've shown that an individual can choose to use two-factor authentication, and that is down here in the user settings, where you can set up your own two-factor authentication. However, many organizations would like to enforce this globally, basically ensure that any user of the system is required to use two-factor authentication. So that is back here in Places, and it is a very simple checkbox. Right here under Authentication, require two-factor authentication. Then the individuals will have to log back in. They'll be presented with a screen where they will be required to create the two-factor authentication. So again, you have full control over the visibility and operation of your cameras and your doors, whether it be Qumulex or your authorized reseller, and you have the ability to require all users of your solution to use two-factor authentication. Okay, so that concludes this edition of QxControl. We hope you found this to be very, very useful. Don't forget to visit us at Qumulex.com, reach out to us at sales@Qumulex.com, and be sure to follow us on all of our social channels and YouTube. Until next time, I am Josh, and this has been QxControl.